How's it going? Hello, how are you? And what are you doing right now, buddies? It's your pal, your host, Chris Barnes, host of the No Girlfriend podcast. With me, as always, is my pal and my what's a good adjective this week? I don't fucking know. It's Spencer.
Hi, Chris. How are you?
Pretty good, man. Had a good past week and a bit since we last recorded. It's been pretty fun. Done a lot of cool things. Saw some friends. Had a good St. Patrick's Day.
Friends?
Yeah, I know, eh?
Oh, Chris.
What about you? Did you do anything for St. Patty's Day last week?
No. As you know,
no Irish car bombs. No green.
No, I don't drink, and
yeah.
I put those St. Patty's celebrations in my past from university. So I just left work, went home, and I think I even had the day off. Maybe I don't remember, but I just stayed home and didn't do anything, and purposely just stayed in my room. So that was that. Damn it, Chris, your phone again! I'm confiscating this fucking thing.
Sorry. Speaking of university, I think this year was the biggest St. Patty's Day for Laurier in a long ass time. There was 12,000 people on Ezra Street this year. It's fucking insane.
Oh yeah, I read something about that. I don't know. Who cares? I know that's supposed to be the big thing of the area that people in Waterloo can care about. The politics revolving Ezra Street. It's really just nonsense. But really, just who cares? It's one thing that happens once a year, so people crowd on this.
It's just honestly make it a lawless zone. For one day of the year, make a purge. You can have it is from kind of anarchy. From where is it? King Street to Albert Street should just be do whatever you want.
Isn't it already
martial
that?
law?
I mean,
you can't pee. You can't pee in public. You can't drink in public. A lot of things you can do.
I'm sure people get away with it.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, I have. People do. But I want to be legit. This is the purge for this street for 12 hours.
I wonder how a politician would approach that legislation. We vow for this one intersection on this one day. No laws apply. How they ram that through? Whatever.
All in favor. Yeah. All abstaining. All right, approved.
Anyways, St. Patty's was it's never been my thing. Honestly, there's the cool historical aspect of it, fine, but other than that, just doesn't really interest me at all. I know for you, it's just another myriad of excuses to get fucking wasted and just collapse on the middle of the street and drown in your own vomit.
I don't need an excuse to do that.
Yeah, you're right. But yeah, no, for me, it's not a big thing. What did you do? Did you go to Laurie? Did you go back to your? No,
I didn't. Town? I was, I was invited, but I didn't feel like going. So I actually wanted to see a different friend at his college.
The one in Hamilton, Chris?
Yeah, how'd you know I was in Hamilton?
Oh my! Every week it's old as Buddy in Hamilton.
Oh my god! It's twice now.
Yeah, twice in a row.
Twice in 3 weeks.
Oh, was it 3 weeks?
Still,
Chris. Still, I'm suspicious. That's all I'm saying. It has to be pretty great if you're driving all the way out to Hamilton.
Oh, that's so far.
Steeltown.
Is that Steeltown?
Yeah.
That was Sudbury.
No, Steeltown's Hamilton.
What's Sudbury? Nickeltown?
I don't know. There's so many names for Hamilton. Smogville. It's another one. It's just a fucking mess.
And what's Brampton?
Oh, I got some names for Brampton, Chris. But I will keep those to myself. So, yeah, all right. You went to Hamilton.
Yeah, and so we hung out. We went to found some other friends. We went to the bars. There's this one really cool bar down in Hamilton where it's literally you go into the establishment and all it is a bar.
White people. Oh
no, it's literally it's no dance area. There's no tables and chairs. It's literally just a bar. So you come in, buy your drinks, and you go out to wherever else you want to go. It's a pit stop in between one club and the next. It was mind blowing.
So groovy,
and
man.
The drinks were cheap as fuck. It was great.
All right.
Anyway, yeah, it was a fun time.
All right, so let's get off this incredibly boring topic.
Yeah, I'm boring myself right now.
And let's talk about our new experiences of the week.
The week.
Jeez, Chris, do you not have any idea what the sound quality is going to be if you fucking start yelling into my damn fucking microphone like that?
No. Anyway, moving on. So, new experience of the week. So, I've been doing some real grown man shit lately, I've been acting all adult-like. I set up my,
finally shave your pubes?
Yes, actually. I did that today. That's why I'm so fidgety right now. It's all itchy down there.
Oh, God. Chris.
But, so I did some grown man shit. I set up my work health benefit shit. I went to the dentist for the first time since I was an undergraduate student.
The dentist from Craig Valley?
Yeah, the one near our houses.
I just went there today as well.
Really?
Yeah. Who's your doctor?
I don't know what his name is.
It's a he?
Well, it was a she when I went like 2 years ago. Now it's a he. Things have changed
Asian?
there. I don't remember.
Chris, I want to get to the bottom if we have the same dentist.
It's not interesting.
Is it Dr. Hang?
Oh, my, you talk about this after the podcast.
All right, fine.
But went to the dentist, went to the optometrist, and the orthodontist.
Yeah. Oh, you should also share your grocery list.
What did I get today?
I'm fucking joking. Is there anything exciting in this story?
You know,
did they cure your eyesight? Like,
no, but I'm getting glasses next week, so that's always a fun time. Becoming more adult, you know, doing these things for myself. Usually it's like my mom or dad being like, hey, can I get an appointment for my son, Chris? And they'll be like, yeah, okay. But now it's me doing it myself, so it's like a big milestone in my life, you know, setting up my own appointments and shit. I feel all adultish. Anyway, you're up.
All right, well,
Yeah.
mine, if I'm going to be honest, is probably just much better than yours and more interesting.
Or is it more chauvinistic and talking about girls again?
No.
Okay.
Quite the opposite.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links?
No.
You beat it?
That was the opposite, but no.
Okay.
I actually recently I started going back and watching like old episodes of Family Guy, like seasons 1 to 3.
Oh, those are the best ones.
Yeah, when the show is actually good and like when the jokes were actually like funny and they landed.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's so good.
Mm-hmm.
Like it is so good. Those old episodes, just genuinely like the comedic timing is there. They don't. What they do in the new episodes is always like they take a joke and they just run with it as far as they can run with it until it's literally just lifeless. And whereas opposed to the older seasons, it's a lot of it's more subtle. A lot of it's sharper and quicker. There's not really any of those jokes that drag on for too long. Whereas opposed to like now, it's like every episode there's some joke that's dragging on for way too long.
And I feel like they use the cutaway gag so much in Family Guy these days. Like, it just like, cutaway gag, cutaway gag, cutaway gag. Oh, at the time we were like fucking unicorns in the magical forest, and like cuts to that, and it's like, it's kind of, it's a little annoying now. But like, the first seasons were like, man, I don't know, they did like, about Toad. When he went back to high school, man, I love that one. They did this song from, I think it was the Grease song we did, Grease Lightning, was the Toad version.
Oh, really? Is that how it worked?
I forget what version of Grease song we did, but like, they did Toad version, so fucking good. I'm not... Take one.
I was gonna say the music was really good in those two. Like even some of the new episodes still have good music, but like the ones I've seen recently, ones where Brian and Stewie episodes were like Road to Rhode Island. I don't know if you remember any of this.
Oh, stuff. I remember those Road to Rhode Island. There's like I think there were 2 roads or something.
Yeah,
in the first 2 seasons.
Yeah. And then there's another one where he's like taking care of this elderly woman. And he sings another one like "You've Got a Lot to See," and all these songs were so catchy and like it just the show had a really good goal of quality that they would reach in almost every episode, and I really appreciated it. And looking back, honestly, some of the references are dated for sure. Oh yeah. But a lot of the other comedy is still just like spot on, and I think honestly ahead of its time. Such a great show.
I feel like in the beginning, like it was like kind of hard to say it's like a Simpsons copy because it was so different in so many ways. Yeah. But now it's like kind of moving more in line. They're using a lot more topical humor. Like Family Guy's lost a lot of its like original punch from the first couple episodes.
Wait, are you saying it used to be like The Simpsons? And then
I'm saying it used to be more different. It's easy to differentiate the two.
Oh, I totally disagree.
Growing into the same thing.
Well, I think it used to be more like The Simpsons, and now like nowadays episodes they're just so extreme, and they do things that like would never like. It's just the humor, like the humor is just so like dark and like gross and like evil now. Like it's just like really. I don't know. It's just really like in your face. It's just repulsive, kind of. Like I mean, I'm not gonna say like I'll watch a new episode and just never laugh, but at the same time, like, it's definitely not even close to the same level of quality that I liked in the first 3 seasons. And yeah, but that's just why I like revisiting them, is because it is so funny. And I recommend those 3 seasons to anybody.
Man, I used to love back in the day when we'd like hide up in my living room. My dad would be like chilling in his room with my grandma, and like they'd be like just watching TV, and we'd be secretly watching Family Guy when they weren't allowed to. Oh man, those are the fucking days, bro. The days, man. Woo! Living it up back when we were kids, yo.
I remember there was one day you were over at my place and we were watching the episode where Lois learns martial arts. They all end up fighting each other.
That's one of the best
ones.
We
were fucking crying.
That one is so funny.
We were dying. It was hilarious.
Oh my god. I was thinking about that one too, actually.
Yeah, I watched it recently and it was still very funny. Although it's stuff that I laughed at when I was younger, It's like switched. Now the other jokes in that episode that like I never really understood.
Yeah.
Like I find them just 10 times funnier now. It's just that's the thing had like humor for a lot of different ages. I think now it's just really just like extreme humor in like every sense of the word. But that's basically what I've been doing for this past week is just kind of binge watching the old episodes, and I love it honestly. Totally.
Okay. Not too bad, not too shabby. I think I'll do the same thing.
Yes, I highly recommend it to anybody who's listening to go watch the older episodes of Family Guy because they're much better than what you deal with now.
Yeah.
100%. Anyways.
Did you say wallahi on that, bro?
Yes, I'll say wallahi on that.
Speaking of wallahi, more life drop recently.
Well,
what? So I'm pretty sure it says wallahi at one point during the album. I bet money on that.
Oh my god! I hope he doesn't.
That's no man, so there's one Drake. Part in one Drake song where he says like, "It's a Habibi's ting, yeah," or something like that, and it's like I fucking died. Like, man, whenever Drake uses any kind of like weird slang, he's not from Canada. Like I just fucking shit my pants laughing. It's so amazing. But yeah, have you heard More Life yet?
Yeah, I heard More Life. It's still gonna take some time to grow on me. There's some good songs on there. It's not like it didn't really grab me at first listen. A couple songs did, but other than that, like it's fine. Like I'm gonna keep listening to it because I think it's kind of in more of an acquired taste. Like Passion Fruit's very good. Fake Love's very good. There's like a couple more handful of other songs that I'm really digging. But
do you like Survivor?
I don't remember that.
Do you like Blam?
Yeah, I like Blam.
I like Blam too.
Good. And the Kanye one, I actually don't mind either.
I wasn't a fan of the Kanye one, to be honest with you. Personally, for me, I feel like I'm not a Drake fan at all. Really, I honestly only like his like bangers. Like I like Back to Back. I like 0 to 100. Like any like Drake song of the summer, quote unquote.
Yeah,
those are songs that I like. I'll play that song nonstop. But the other stuff like Take Care or Nothing Was the Same or fucking Views. I didn't even like Views at all. Really,
no, Views wasn't that great.
Yeah, like I don't know.
But Take Care is a classic, Chris. Take Care is fantastic. Nothing Was the Same is very good. But yeah, I don't like Views. Not really.
Also, I learned that Migos is 3 people. Do you know that?
Is it?
Yeah, I see. It's 3. It's Quavo, Offset. I think his name's Offset, and someone with a T in his name.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, look it up.
I don't. Where's my phone? Oh yeah, I confiscated yours. Here's mine.
Give me my phone back. I
don't trust you.
I'm getting work emails.
Work emails.
I really just signing up for my manager.
No,
oh my god. Okay, fine. We'll keep plugging forward. All right.
Migos, right here. 3 rappers. What? You're right.
Yeah, it's Quavo, Offset, and the T one's called
Takeoff.
I
Jeez.
thought it was Topside.
I thought it was 2 people. I don't listen to them at all, so this is
yeah. You not even Bad and Bougie?
Yeah, everyone listens to that song just for like the hook.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's like Broccoli by a fucking sings Broccoli.
I don't what?
You know that song like no,
I don't know.
that song.
Jesus Christ.
He has red hair?
No, I don't know this.
Lil Yachty, I think.
Who?
I think it's by Lil Yachty.
Okay, well I'm not up on that.
Alright.
Sorry to say.
Sorry, it's not Joe Budden or whatever else.
Shut your damn mouth, Chris.
Okay.
Shut your damn mouth. Alright. I listen to more hip hop than just Joe Budden.
Alright.
But it takes some time for a rapper to prove themselves to me before I'll go and buy their albums.
Mm-hmm.
Like someone has to really start to capture my attention before I start investing time into them.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't buy any of the albums from these guys you like little in front of their names because they're just like flashes in the pan. I'm not gonna be like sticking around.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna buy an album. Someone's just
but no one's asking you to buy an album. People are just asking you to hear a song on YouTube or something.
Yawn. That's what I have to say to that, Chris.
Speaking of buying an album, I walked by HMV in the mall today, and it's like totally gutted. Like there's nothing there anymore. It feels so weird.
It does feel weird, and I actually went to the one in Yonge and Dundas yesterday.
Yeah.
In downtown Toronto, and that one's still operating. And they were actually selling boxes of like the T-shirts that the employees would wear.
Really?
Yeah, so I ended up buying one. It was like $10.
What a waste of money.
Why did you
buy an HMV's
That's
like
cool.
No, it's not.
That's my favorite.
What a waste of
favorite store
Jesus
ever.
Christ.
It's a nice shirt. All right, long sleeves.
Oh.
And it's
Why'd you buy a long sleeve shirt now? It's gonna be hot from now till the rest of June.
they were sold out of the other ones.
Oh my
right?
god, that means you buy the other one.
You know, Chris,
Alright.
HMV is my favorite store ever. All right, so
Okay.
it's very fitting. I actually wanted to work there for a brief time.
I look, you've been good at working there. You like albums and all that kind of shit.
Yeah,
so.
exactly. But you know, things happen. But you're gonna regret not having that shirt.
Yeah, I'm sure I will regret that when some
When you spill some fucking salsa on whatever you're wearing, you're gonna wish you had that HMV shirt.
Speaking of that, I bought a brand new like white shirt because my dream.
How long did that last?
I'm,
Is it
I'm,
light
I'm
beige yet?
I'm scared. But my goal for the summer is to wear like an all white outfit and not get it stained. I'm gonna buy some white jeans eventually.
Oh my
Wear them
god!
out to the
I
club
hope
or
you
something
don't.
and be like the ballerest dude ever.
You can pull it off because I feel like on a black guy,
I feel like,
way
yeah.
better than a white guy.
It looks really like supremacyist.
Yeah,
Supremacist.
supremacist.
Supremacy. If I don't know what I'm saying.
Looks a little clanny.
Yeah, exactly. That's a little clanny if you were on a white guy, but like if you're a person of color, you can rock all white. I think I'll have a friend birthday. This is gonna be an all white party.
An all white party.
Mm-hmm.
There's gonna be another petition against something like that. There's gonna be some petition. If someone had an all white party, you could easily turn. You know.
What do you mean?
Okay, I'm trying. It's a racial thing. Fuck it. Never mind, Chris.
Speaking of racial things, brings us to our next topic.
Oh, it is. You're right.
We are killing the segue game today, buddy. All off the domes as well. So, Spencer and I recently watched the hit movie by Jordan Peele called Get Out.
I've seen it twice now.
I want to see it twice. Starring Daniel Kaluuya. I don't know his name.
I don't know.
Because Daniel, African last name from the UK, and the lovely, what's her name? Alison Williams from Girls.
They're both
and
unattractive.
Jake and
people.
Amir Fane. I think Alison Williams is so attractive.
Oh, shut up.
Honestly,
Chris.
yo, like when I saw her in that movie, I was like, man, I'd date her.
The first, I think she gets more attractive as the movie progresses. But like, when
And
you
it
first
peaks
see
and it
her,
goes straight down.
you first see her like looking down at
No.
some donuts, and I was just like, "Yo, she has a beak." Like it's just like legit no. But I guess she gets a little more attractive. As the
I
movie
think
goes
she's
on.
always pretty attractive, man. I think she's like a gorgeous girl, great actress.
Gorgeous. You use the term "gorgeous" to
Yeah,
describe her.
I think she's
Oh my
gorgeous.
gosh,
Yeah.
Chris. But anyways, tell me what you thought about the movie. You like it?
So as I mentioned in the podcast many a time, I pretty much exclusively watch superhero movies and comedies. So this is kind of like stepping out of my comfort zone a bit for
It's
me.
a comedy though.
Yeah, there's like it's not. Yeah, it's funny, but it's not like fucking a Dave Chappelle stand up, which I honestly don't want to watch. But honestly, it was mind blowing. Like I saw the hype for it from various people I follow on Twitter, Instagram, various friends, and but seeing it actually in theaters, like everything was executed perfectly. The acting was on point. There was never like a lull in the action. Every scene seems to be very deliberate, and there's so many hidden Easter eggs too. Like the things you miss on the first viewing. Like if you want to read up about them or see it again, like I think kind of clicks even harder the second time. Spoiler. Sorry guys, like we're gonna spoil the movie for you right now. If you don't want to get spoiled, skip ahead to the end of the podcast. But
fucking say
sorry,
words.
fuck, I was thinking. Sorry, the part when like he's driving in, the cop comes by, right? And the cop is like, and he's giving the cop shit like, "Oh, why are you IDing the black guy? It's because he's black."
Yo,
This is
Chris, how's this a
bullshit.
big spoiler? This is like
Okay, shut up. It's because the reason she's giving the cop a big issue is because she doesn't want there being like evidence of Chris actually being in the area when they fucking do the shit to him.
oh, that's actually interesting.
yeah.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's actually a good point. I didn't think about that.
Yeah. It's not just to be like altruistic and be like super woke. Just because she doesn't get caught.
Oh wow!
So,
Okay,
yeah.
I didn't even think about that. All right, yeah, that's a good example. You're right. I'm trying to think. Like, I can't think off the top of my head, but watching it a second time, I definitely picked up on certain things as well.
Yeah.
But overall, like, did you like the movie?
Oh, I love the movie, man. I loved it. Like, honestly, like, not even just as like a moviegoer, like as a black male, like I feel like there's so many parts of it that just kind of like it reminds me of my experience I never really thought about before. Like, oh, it's not the part of being like cut up and put off my brain exchange, but like There's some of the parts that happened during the garden party scene. Some of the questions they were asking, some of the things that were happening to him. They still like remind me of things I never really thought about, but actually happened to me like a lot in my life. It just
No, I mean like as a white person, I can definitely say that like that I think that film is very like accurate. You know, sometimes like some of these movies, like they just take it to like the most extreme, where it's like every white person is just like this like unhinged redneck, whereas opposed to this was like it was much more subtle and nuanced, like how the racism is, and yeah, that was actually something I really appreciated in the movie. I remember like just to link it back to what you were talking about earlier, like Family Guy did a joke. Peter in one of the earlier episodes, Peter's like, oh, like his like this is worse than like a white guy's part in a Spike Lee film. And the black guy's like, yeah, like I'll have a pepperoni pizza. And then you see the guy behind the counter, the white guy's just like, rah, rah, rah. He cuts away. It's like, and that's usually like how it is in these sorts of films. But in this movie, I did feel like it was just a lot smarter than a lot of other films that try and tackle racial issues. But yeah, like as like a black man,
why are you saying it like that, huh?
Draw attention to it because I want to know, like you already said, like you see some parallels. So what specifically?
So they're just like some of the parts, like there's that one scene where he just sticks out so much in this little area.
Yeah.
And there's like the one scene where like he walks up the stairs to go get his phone, right? And then everyone in the party just kind of stops what they're doing and look up at him.
Yeah.
Like there's been times where like, okay, one example, like I was at like the club once in university with some of my friends, all white people, and like they put on "Teach Me How to Dougie," which is my fucking jam, old school jam, but I fucking like love that song. I know how to Dougie, like. So yeah, the song goes on, I go fucking ape shit banana nut wild. Like I'm just hitting that Dougie so hard, kind of cat daddy a little bit. Back when I used to do the cat daddy pretty well, but then like they'll kind of turn, start looking at me, and I just felt like. Instantly extremely awkward because I'm not like a dancer. I wasn't like I was in the corner of where we were standing too.
Yeah.
Like a bunch of us are together. I'm in like the top corner. Everyone turns and looks at me, and it just makes it so uncomfortable because I'm just like Douging very normally. Like, but like this is like the average level of Dougie.
But I don't. Actually, but you know, if I'm like in the moment the film he goes upstairs, I think they're only looking at him going upstairs. Because of like the role that he plays in their plans,
but
so I don't think it's to do with like I don't think that like there's other things in the movie where it's like very racially awkward, but I don't think that's one of them.
But Spencer, even that part is like it's not just about the fact that they're trying to like be aware of him because their movements still want to like plan around him. It's also because of like it's more of like a they're kind of really looking into the thing of where how he kind of like he sticks out and they're all kind of like staring at him because he's a black guy in this really white area. Yeah, yes, in the context of the movie, it means more. They look like it's kind of I wonder what he's doing. If you want to fucking like come up later, but like here it's like he's like this black guy in this white neighborhood.
So then one more thing about the dancing thing. Then. Do you think people look at you because they're like, oh, he's the black guy, like he should be able to do it. Let's look what he's doing, or is it like, or you're doing it well?
I think it's because like I don't know. I'm not gonna say it's racially charged, but it's kind of like, oh, this guy. But it's kind of like an element of like, oh, this black guy's Dougieing. He's gonna fucking show us up.
Yeah.
Like, I am not gonna show anybody up. I just want to fucking dance to like the dance.
I think some of the accurate stuff is more like when one guy's like, what's the tell us about the African American experience.
It's actually a really good part because I was reading an article about that.
Yeah.
And then it was by an Asian author, and he was saying he's wondering why there was one Asian person in this whole like, garden party crowd.
Yeah,
and like the thing is that the movie's trying to illustrate this whole this like racial struggle where it's like white people are like at the metaphorical top of the racial totem pole, and like black people, even though they're not foreign to North American society, they're still kind of like treated like lower stature.
Yeah.
But on that same like totem pole, Asian people are seen more as like foreign to North America, even though a lot of Asian people have been living here for like generation and generation.
Yeah.
But there's like, what the guy's trying to see is like, because he's still treated like an outsider in America.
Yeah.
But he's trying to compare whether like would it be better to be this outsider Asian or this kind of like low class black person. Like, what would be the better life experience for him?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, back to the point about like racial humor. Here's another one I thought was pretty accurate, where the whole like, oh, I would have voted for Obama a third time if I could. Like, I'm sure that like I know that sort of shit is said.
Yeah.
Right, where it's just like, oh, and I just have a very funny story like that. For example, so there was one time, there was my friend Danae, right? She's black, and I remember
Really?
I brought her to a family event.
Yeah.
Right, I won't say which family member said this.
Mm-hmm.
Right, brought her to the family event, but we're like, all right, well, let's watch a movie. All right, and this one family member is like looking through the movies on Netflix, whatever is coming up, and they're like, and when it got to like 12 Years a Slave,
Mm-hmm.
right, this feather like announced it louder than the other films. It's like, oh, we have like X-Men, Spider-Man. 12 Years a Slave is here. This is a good movie. This has got very good reviews. And then they went, oh, you have this one. I was just like, really? And like, did they totally book that as well? We still laugh about it to this day. But it's like people, like they just don't, I don't think people understand what they do, or it's like they just don't get it. But I think it's also kind of a symptom of just being older and kind of being out of touch with like, with how younger people interact and speak to each other. Because for a lot of older people, like they lived through a time where like there was genuine like hardcore racism.
Yeah.
And so they think
prevalent. Yeah.
Yeah. So they think like saying, "Oh, I'd vote for Obama a third time." Like they think that's great. That's like a great thing to say, right? But in reality, it's like it's not, because you're just kind of like saying, "Oh, he'll like this. He's black." That sort of thing.
I think it's also kind of more of like trying to do an overcorrection where it's like,
Yeah,
oh
that's
shit,
true,
like
that's true.
I feel so bad about all these things I was told when I was younger about my parents and my grandparents. So like now I'm trying to seem like, okay, I'm not racist. I'm like, hey, I love Obama. I love Oprah. I fiend Chris Rock and whatever he does. Like I'm not racist at all. So it's like I give it all the time too. People just say all these things to me, and it's like, all right, cool, man. Or
Do you get that sort of stuff?
Yeah, people talking to you about like rap or basketball or some shit or something like
and
that.
And you don't really watch basketball or listen.
I do watch basketball on occasion. Don't fucking sum me up, bro. I do watch basketball, and I do like rap, but it's like they're not like my favorite. I won't fucking. Ball is not my life. Okay, ball is not life for me, unfortunately. But yeah, but I do get those comments all the time. I'm just like, all right, true.
Yeah, I thought it was an excellent movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I thought the one thing I don't like is that a lot of people who haven't seen the movie. Mm-hmm. They assume it's just like some get whitey film, like white people are the devil.
Yeah,
which is not. I did not get that vibe from that movie at all. Watching that film.
Yeah, me neither.
Like it's not. It's more like this group of white people are screwed up. And I just didn't get the that sort of vibe from the film. That it's trying to make a statement that all white people are evil. Mm-hmm. Like I just wasn't thinking that at all. But a lot of people who are frankly conservative, who are sick and tired, and maybe rightfully so, of like the ridiculousness of some of like how white people are portrayed in certain sorts of medias. Like we were talking about like last week or the week before about like that Netflix special. What was it called again?
Dear White People.
Yeah, Dear White People, right? And it's like that's like they're sick and tired of that sort of stuff, and so then anything like that is just instantly branded as that sort of like really like political correctness or like racial politics.
I think that's the thing, right? Because like you see, like these people who are like so like vehemently opposed to these kind of things, they're not really watching, they don't really understand, and also because what they're used to is like seeing like like a white main hero, a white main heroine versus some villain that could be white, there could be black, that could be Asian, they could be Middle Eastern, they could be from India, they could be from fucking wherever. But like, and you flip the script, and it's like, oh, we got a black hero and a white villain. It's like, oh, what the hell? This movie's so racially charged. What is the one targeting whites and shit? It's like, no, it's not targeting whites. We're just telling like a different kind of story. But like, I feel like we know we're getting better as a society when we can have like any kind of race as the hero and any kind of race as the villain. It's not going to be like this big race thing.
Yeah.
But now we got movies like Get Out, kind of trying to push the envelope a little bit.
Yeah.
I feel like the good thing about Get Out too is that it wasn't like you find a lot of like these movies about black people are always about like some kind of historical black thing, or a lot of them about slavery, or a lot of them about racial injustice. But like this is like their race, like hints of race, but like it's mainly like a horror comedy movie. Like it's not like. It's not totally about race. It's about this crazy family and like this guy's experience and all that kind of shit. But it's like there's some
just
race
racial
parts.
undertones. Yeah,
Yeah, but it's not like a racial movie like 12 Years a Slave or like Django Unchained or anything like that.
Well, so let me move off to that and to continue our streak of segues. When you're talking about like the protagonists, what do you feel about the debate where it's like you'll have a movie based on a property, and like the actor or actress they use to portray the main character is different, is like a white person when it should be, if you're staying true to the source material, it should be like an Asian person.
You talking about Death Note?
I'm talking about the Death Note trailer. I'm talking about Ghost in the Shell with Scarlett Johansson. And all just sorts of stuff like that, where it's like that's there's a lot of controversy about that. Like, what's your stance on that sort of stuff?
I think it's kind of ridiculous because, even as a black person, I can see that in Hollywood you don't get a whole lot of representation from Asian Americans, or you don't see a lot of like leading Asian film stars. You see a lot of them on TV. You have the guy who has what's that show called? I forget what it's called, but it's really funny. You got fucking Ken Jeong. You got a lot of Asian comedians, and you got some of the Asian TV shows. But you don't see like a leading Asian male or Asian female.
Jackie Chan.
Okay, outside of Jackie Chan is the biggest Asian name in North America in movies, but outside of him, you only see that in film. So I feel like it's kind of like it's horrible that we should be like we have these roles like pretty much made in Japan for like Ghost in the Shell and Death Note, which are both based off Japanese manga and Japanese anime. They should be at least played by an Asian character. Like fucking talking about Death Note, the main character's name in the manga and anime is Light Yagami. In this movie, his name is Light Turner. There's also a girl named Misa Amane in the manga. In the movie, she's named like something like white ass shit, and it's like it's so stupid. Like, like this is Netflix. Netflix like they're built around finding these like small time actors and giving them these roles. Like the guy who's playing Light and the guy who's playing fucking L. They aren't huge actors, but they found them giving these roles. And like you can find two Asian guys, make them Light and make them L, and that would be an awesome movie. And I think that what the worst part is too is that when they're questioned, the producers are like, "Hey, why aren't you using Asian males for these roles?" Talking about Death Note, they're like, "Oh, we're trying to like say the themes transcend race and shit, and like we're trying to bring it to a wider audience and like expand around the world." First of all, Death Note ended over a decade ago. It's big around the world already. You've watched Death Note. I've watched Death Note. A lot of people have watched Death Note all around the world. People have made their own Death Notes. Man, it's fucking crazy. And like, how can you say you bring it to the world? It's already been brought to the world in so many mediums. Like, there's live action movies already. There's dramas. There's fucking manga. There's like anime. It's so stupid. And like, I feel like it's just an arrogant thing to say as like, oh, okay, it's big in here in Asia because you got the Asians. But if you want to make it like worldwide, you gotta put in white people. You gotta make it more white. So like, I just think it's dumb. I feel like you can easily have given it to several Asian actors. I don't know, Asian actors who speak English, of course, and then like, that'd have been an awesome movie too. But like, yeah.
Are you done?
Yeah, I took some water.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you why you're completely wrong in all of this.
Oh my god! Yeah,
all right.
Okay.
So
what do you know about the film industry?
Well, I know the fact that it's about making fucking money. So if you're talking about like Ghost in the Shell, for example, the reason you're going to cast Scarlett Johansson as the main character is because it's fucking Scarlett Johansson.
Okay,
she has the ability to bring in tons of money.
Yeah, okay, fair.
Like, or you're going to cast like some random like Japanese female actress who like no one's ever heard of. Like, that's significantly going to impact the success of the film financially.
Okay, fair. Okay, I can see that.
All right, and so just carry that logic over to the Death Note show.
Okay, but in Death Note aren't like big names. Okay, Willem Dafoe is playing Ryuk, and it's fine. Ryuk is a Shinigami, he's a monster. You can have anybody in that fucking mask, and he's fine. Willem Dafoe is fine. But the two main characters, man, like...
Okay, but...
Light, L, Misa, like, why can't they be Asian people?
Look, all right, because there's multiple reasons behind this, all right? So, first of all, the show in the anime, it's supposed to take place in Japan. All right.
Yeah.
This show does not take place in Japan.
So it's like it's in Chicago or something.
Yeah, and the reason they're doing that is there's a lot of financial restraints right? To have it all take place in Japan. Like there's so many things.
I'm not saying it has to take place in Japan.
Okay,
it has to, like,
all right. So then
stick to the
but
source
hang on,
material.
all right, so it's not taking place in Japan.
Yeah.
Then it's not going to just involve all Asian people. First of all, second of all, although Death Note has reached millions of people, right? We still talk about it today.
Yeah.
There's lots of people who have no interest at all in watching it because it is like an anime, right? And there have been times where, because I'm not a fan of anime really, but
you like Monster.
Yeah, Monster's good and Death Note's good, and like every other anime out is basically horrible.
You watched Naruto for a little bit.
Yeah, when I was a fucking kid in high school, for a little bit, fucking like a decade ago. But when you actually start getting into like television, you realize how shitty anime is.
Whoa, okay, don't even go there right now.
It actually is really shit.
Fuck you.
Can I get my point out first, Chris?
Make your topic. Okay, take that back and make your topic around that. Okay,
it's really shit except for a few exceptions.
Shut up.
Let me finish.
All right.
So when I try and describe like Death Note to someone, I'm trying to I'll describe the premise. And everyone's like, yo, that's actually an amazing premise. Like, this sounds crazy. And I'm like, oh, and it's an anime. And they're like, you know, you had me, and now you just lost me. And this happens. Chris has happened numerous times.
I know, and he told me this.
Yes.
And if I may interject, okay, yes, because there are people in the anime community, and there's some like really horrible anime where all you see is like women's breasts jiggling about and all kinds of things. I'm saying people don't like anime because of the stereotypes around anime and people who watch anime.
No, that's not true.
That is so true.
People don't like anime because they watch it, and there's a lot of fucking dumb shit that doesn't even need to be in the episodes. That's why Dragon Ball Z had to have its own series relaunched. And they condensed it by 300 episodes based on
that
shit
in Japan first. They didn't do it in the US.
I know, and the reason it's so successful is literally it's marketed as we cut out all the fucking dumb bullshit that no one needed to see.
You idiot! Because Dragon Ball Z was made in the fucking 80s and early 90s, so it's for a different audience. So they remastered for a new generation.
Dude, that's not what it was at all.
Because kids say I'm gonna watch hundreds of episodes like an anime.
It
needs to be cut down because there's too much filler and
exactly filler and boring shit.
But most anime don't have that kind of filler.
Bullshit. Most animes have that sort of bullshit.
Okay, shut up. You've watched 5 anime in your life.
I've watched 7 to 10 anime.
Okay, shut the fuck up.
And it's all been terrible.
Okay.
Naruto's like that. Inuyasha was like that.
Yeah, Naruto was like that. Inuyasha is
Dragon Ball Z was like that.
Yeah, you watch big mainstream old animes that are made a certain way. If you watch certain animes it's oh my god.
There's been 2 good animes.
I don't want to hear any of you talk about anime, but
even what's that fucking show that everyone talks about? Attack on Titan? Even that has the same bullshit.
No, it doesn't. Attack on Titan has no filler. It's fucking straight. It's cut,
if it's not filler,
it's right from the manga.
If it's not filler, it's just very poorly written.
It's not poorly written. Sort of stuff. Yeah, there are some anime tropes people don't jive with, but I feel like that's a different thing. But you don't have to. Doesn't mean. Sorry, where am I going with this? Okay.
Checkmate, Chris.
No, I'm getting really riled up because we talk about anime. What I'm saying is that even if you don't like anime, it doesn't mean you have to make it. You have to give it a complete whitewashing to make it popular in North America.
No, but you have to look at if it's taking place in America.
There are Asians in America.
Yes, okay. So you're gonna have just the 2 main characters are gonna be Asian, or maybe the 3 or 4 main characters are gonna be Asian. All right, and it's gonna take place in Chicago. That doesn't really work with where are the black actors then?
There's the background. There's the one's black.
I don't understand.
Death Note.
The whole point I'm trying to make is that having people. Like to relate to films and like to relate to actors, right? That's why when you have people who when you look at just racial groups that go and see different movies, when they have a movie where it's the protagonist is a black guy, like Get Out, the movie Get Out, you're going to attract more of a black audience to that film, because they relate to the character,
okay,
right? So when you have in America that's 75% white. Right, you're gonna be able to attract
75% white.
It's massive majority is
white.
Okay,
but I'm saying
and the reason
it's the majority right now, but it's financially growing.
It's a financially very smart move to do what they've done. It's totally understandable. So and they've done live action Death Note movies with Asian characters.
Yeah,
and they're all
those are for Japanese audiences.
Yeah, and they're all
those are for Japanese audiences.
And no one watches them because they're shit.
Okay, shut up, Spencer. It's okay. Those Death Note live action movies are Japanese actors acting in the Japanese film for audiences in Japan. It's like the Japanese Hollywood or whatever.
Yeah,
so
and then
like,
no one watches them with subtitles or whatever. Like people watch
okay,
anime
yeah,
with subtitles. They're just
I
poorly
wouldn't watch.
made.
I wouldn't watch that anime. Watch that fucking movie either, man.
Yeah, exactly.
But that doesn't mean I need to see a fucking Death Note movie. I watch the. I like anime. I like manga.
I
so it's
think
fine.
That you shouldn't judge like this show based on the fact there's like when they've made certain decisions that are going to help it financially. Right? It is going to appeal it to a wider audience by doing this because it's dropping many of the anime tropes.
And I feel like they don't care about bringing it to a wider audience. They care about making.
Of course they do because that involves when you bring it to a wider audience, you make money.
Making Death Note big. They're gonna have a Death Note 2. It
goes hand in hand. And the reason you make money off of it when something becomes big, right? And when something when people who are fans of Death Note are going to watch, or at least they're going to check it out. Right, people who are not fans or have never watched it, this is going to make it a little more accessible. I think
it's more for the people who aren't. Yeah, they're making it for people who aren't fans, like average fucking Joe. But like, I just feel like it's reinforces this whole thing of just like white actors and just taking over.
It's a white country. If the fucking thing
it's not a white country, man. It's not a fucking white country anymore. There's a lot of white people. Yeah,
it is a predominantly white country.
Not everyone fucking America is seeing this movie. It's not like the entire the movie going audience is made up of like a microcosm of the fucking America. Okay, yeah, it's like a lot of white people, but like
you're trying to appeal. It's just like a mass market thing. You're just trying to appeal to the biggest audience.
But
right?
why are there like fucking racist people? Like it's like a brown. Why is like a brown person or like a black person playing fucking Watari? And why isn't there like a brown person playing Light's dad?
Sorry,
like
who's Watari again?
The Al's like Butler, the old man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's a black actor.
So why isn't there then? We're trying to like appeal to everybody.
I don't know. They could cast. Well, if you have just the butler's a black guy.
I don't know. I'm just stuck off. I'm just thinking of like other roles.
No, and you know they have been. I mean, you can't. It's hard to point to these studies because you don't really have a big like pool of movies to look at. But there are some studies I would say like when the cast is of a mixed race, like people of different races, it does better financially. Of course, you don't have enough films. Like, for a sample size is not big enough, right, for that to be an accurate study. But, like, still, we're talking about America, which is a predominantly white country, right? And
fine, yeah, there's more white people in America than there are other races. Yeah. But
so I think what I'm more concerned about is if the show is received well in terms of its, actual, like, if it's a good show. Right, like they're doing this shit with fucking Iron Fist, right? Where all the reviews were in the fucking shitter, right? And then I read them, yeah, which makes no sense because in the source material,
he's white. Yeah, I know. He's a white guy. And fucking in Riverdale, which is the greatest show ever. Veronica's Latina. Fucking,
is she? No, she's not.
She's not. She's not in the comic. She's white in the comic, but she is in the show.
This show, she's white in the show.
She's Latina.
Is she?
Yeah. Mom says Mija.
Oh, I don't know.
She's okay. Veronica's Latina. Dilton is Asian. I don't know if cool issues about that. Dilton Doily, but the smart guy.
Okay, stop talking about Riverdale, Chris.
All right.
I'm trying to make the point
next week.
I'm trying to make the point that when you have like this a country like America, right? You're going to try and appeal to these people. So when you have something like Iron Fist, where all the reviews were like. The numbers were in the shitter, and then you read the review, and it's all about like, oh well, it's a white man who learns kung fu. It's like, yeah, fucking white people go to fucking learn martial arts. I'm a fucking black belt in Taekwondo. You're a fucking black belt in Taekwondo. Yeah. We're not. Neither of us are fucking Asian. So just like it's so stupid. All this bullshit. Like, why can't you just not like if it was taken? If the source material really fucked it up, like, and they really like changed it, and there was no big financial gain or anything like that. Then I could understand. But if you're going to like make these decisions and there's going to be huge financial, like positive financial repercussions, then like that is a good thing. And you want them to make money because then they can make more animes that are like this, right? If they're good, you want them to be good as well.
And the thing is too, like we watched the trailers together. It's not going to be to the source material. Like what you're saying is like, yeah, you tell me.
It's a minute trailer though, and like you're right.
Nothing there even matched what happens in the story, man. Nothing there all matched. The fucking Ferris wheel fell over. What is their Ferris wheel in the story?
No, you're right, and I agree. But again, I wanted to see
what this is going to be. It's like a CW show plus a Death Note happened to fall into it. That's what's going to end up being.
I don't know about that. Dude, it's a minute long. A minute long
No,
trailer.
man, I can already tell, man. Like, it's like Dragon Ball Evolution all over
Dude,
again.
You can't
now.
tell. There is so much that happens in that in fucking Death Note. And you know what? Honestly,
exactly.
Hang on, Chris. I've watched Death Note numerous times. You've watched it numerous times.
Yes.
All right. I think it's actually really cool if they go in a completely different direction than it, because like who gives a fuck about rewatching a show with real people? Like, I don't care. I would much rather them have a different group of people come together and plot out a new list of events. And if it can, and I would hope, I mean, it's a tough bar to reach, but if they can plot out something that is just as suspenseful as the anime was and is thought-provoking and like just well constructed as the anime is, that's absolutely the best possible scenario. I do not want it to be word for word what the anime is, because I already saw the anime. I don't want to have to know everything that happens. If they can go in their own, like, I constantly, every time I think about Death Note, I'm like, man, I wish they just continued it and rewrote the ending so like things work out more for the main character.
Right?
Yeah, and then like they could go and continue the story on, right? Because I just loved it so much. This is the best alternative where we could potentially get like a different story, a different sort of construction of it, and then portrayed in potentially like similar quality wise. I think that's what we need. That's what we should hope for, and I hope that's what it delivers. I mean, I am skeptical because this shit usually doesn't really work out. But again, fingers crossed.
But now this is where we're getting to different kind of arguments. It's like I feel like with these kind of like properties, these graphic novels, they're bad. They are a novel, and so like it's kind of hard to like. They're on a very set tracks. Like with like a Spider-Man movie or like Spider-Man, Captain America, Iron Man. They have a lot of different stories, so you can like pick and choose different events in the Marvel universes, the various universes, and kind of like mash them all together, make it into a movie, throw in some modern day shit, and like, yeah, it'll work. As like, as long as Iron Man is there or Spider-Man is there, and they have like a villain that people know about, whatever else they put in the middle is fine. But with like Death Note or any other kind of similar like novelization, it's on some set tracks. There's some things that have to happen in order to like get the great payoffs. Which you get to where like fucking Light's trapped in jail, or when like Light loses his memories, or like when fucking the final confrontation with another shootout and shit. Like these things, like they have to happen in a certain way, and like if you try to like deviate from that, I feel like you could easily like mess it up.
Well, I think the main plot points are gonna they have to hit the main plot points. I think, but I think they can do like it's a very complicated story.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Like there's so much like I don't even know how to describe it. Like there's just so many different layers to it. Especially like midway through the anime, where like he like wipes his memory, and then they go through the mystery, and he planned that stuff. It's like a huge fucking chess game, right?
And it's insane.
It is. I know, but it's like watching a sporting event where it's like because it's kind of like two sides competing in the anime, right? It's like just rewatching it again with a different host of characters. Like I it can still be exciting, sure, to rewatch something, but I would rather just see maybe something that's equally as good. Like maybe they change the story up a bit, and it still turns out like as good. I think that's what I'm hoping for. Like I said,
and I feel like this is like honestly, it's like editing a Van Gogh piece, like or like fucking
Van Gogh,
or like imagine like drawing like teeth on the Mona Lisa, man.
Dude, they've redone the fucking Spider-Man franchise.
Spider-Man has like 1,000 different stories, man, and like
the origin story is there, right? And there's it goes on, right? Story, and they tweak with they mess with the origin story. It's not like how it was in the comic books for the fucking Tobey Maguire films.
But no one fucking like messes with like Harry Potter or fucking.
Dude, it's only been done once.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and they do mess with Harry Potter. How many times? Oh, it's not like the books at all. Fucking people are like all the time.
That's the worst parts of the Harry Potter movies.
That's not okay. I haven't read the books, so I can't compare.
Oh
but it's like you don't have to like stick to that all the time if the payoff is there, right? If it's shit. And then you can be like, you should have done the fucking book.
Not every element is gonna fucking translate well to the big screen.
Yeah, sometimes it can be better.
But sometimes, you have to at least try, and like you can't. You can make tons of like taking all these like
63
creative licenses and putting in Ferris wheels in the fucking Sky Needle.
Ferris wheel,
the Space Needle.
That's gonna change the plot.
It is gonna change the plot, man.
Oh my god, Chris! I think you're like going 0 to 100 on this. Just based on the fact that you don't like some fucking white actors.
Honestly, back to your point of relatability, I feel like this is just keeping things the status quo. Like, What are we gonna do now? We're gonna fucking take Naruto and make it a white actor? I think they are doing that too, actually. They're making a Naruto live-action movie.
I hope they aren't.
They are. And, like, they're just gonna do that every single property now. We're gonna fucking make Jackie Robinson into a white guy man's Jackie Robinson movie? Like, what the fuck?
No, obviously not. That's good. It's actually a
It's gonna happen, man. The way things are going, they're gonna have a white Jackie Robinson, and they're gonna be okay with it. Like,
oh my god.
Can you imagine, like, Shia LaBeouf like Jackie Robinson?
Kris, I think you're just being fucking ridiculous.
No, man. I feel like you have to start reinforcing these things now. Like,
Scarlett Johansson plays Rosa Parks.
I'd watch the fuck out of that. But yeah, like if I saw a movie with an Asian male lead, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I don't know who this guy at all. He's Asian.
Kris, you're
like,
not gonna say it.
Kris, can't relate to white. Period.
Okay, but that's because he's like kind of. Well, at the start, you kind of sympathize with him.
No, sometimes he's a psychopath.
You don't really pick that up at the start at all.
Yeah, he is. He gets so like zealous with the killing.
Okay, I think that's a whole other discussion.
Okay.
The point I'm trying to make is, Kris, no one's going to say, I'm not going to watch it if they're Asian. But people actually speak with their money, right? And you could just look at, if you look at any film that's in theaters where it's like an all-Asian cast, I don't think they do it because they know what the result's going to be, right? Financially, it just won't be as successful. Right? When it's in America.
Their movies of all black cast have been successful.
Yeah, and black people go and support those films.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like, I just don't understand. That's my point. You're proving my point.
Yeah, and that's why you're saying there's like 5 Asians in the U.S.? There's like a bunch of Asian people that are going to go on support.
Dude, there's not nearly
Yeah,
the
I'm
numbers.
sure, there are more white people in the U.S., yeah, but that's, like, I'm saying that I think it's stupid what you're saying, that you have to be white to make a white person want to see a movie.
I didn't say that.
That's what you're implying.
No, I'm saying that when you make the cast, like, look like the fucking demographics of the country, right? That leads to more sales. That's just how it is. Because people just go to things that they can relate to. I don't think
that is true.
Okay. I don't know. You can just look at the numbers. Like, I just don't understand. Like,
what numbers are you talking about, man? Give me some concrete examples.
Okay. You can look at how a movie like fucking, I don't know, what Fences did.
What's Fences?
Yeah, oh, exactly. Fucking, it was just nominated for an Oscar. Or fucking
Moonlight. I don't watch Oscar
Moonlight
movies.
did fucking shit in the theater. It
won the Oscar.
Yeah, I don't, but we're talking about the awards. We're talking about finances, right? You can look, Moonlight didn't do that great financially. It did better since it won Best Picture. Fences didn't do that great. We look at fucking Arrival did very well. La La Land did very well, right? So fucking, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, Kris. All right, this is what happens.
Hey, well, just because
you should care more about if it's done right. If it's done well and if it's done right. And
I don't think it can be done right if you fucking paint it all white, alright?
Kris, it's actually racist for you to imply that a character has to be Japanese for it to be good.
I'm not saying you have to be Japanese. I'm saying it just has to be an Asian actor.
Okay, so
an Asian person.
So you're saying that it has to be an Asian actor for it to be good.
To be representative, yeah, it should be. I'm saying
no, to be representative, it has to be a Japanese actor. If it's Korean, they're like not all Asians are the fucking same, Kris.
I know that.
So it'd be just
don't turn this back on me like that. Okay, I know that.
For your everything would have to be down to the fucking T, right? And that's like. But if people don't care if someone's fucking hair color is not like it was in the comic books. They only care if it's the fucking race because everyone wants to break everyone else off into fucking groups and play fucking identity politics with it. That's what all people want to fucking do.
I feel like you can say that because as a white person, you see your race in every single movie across the fucking world.
That's not true either.
Well, not across the world, but I guess across North America, it's the only place you watch movies.
Dude, when you're watching fucking American cinema, you're gonna see more white people. Yes.
Yeah, I know that, but why can we see? But like North America is becoming more multicultural. Why can we see more people of race?
And you do. The more multicultural it has become,
color.
Dude, the more multicultural it has become, the more people of different backgrounds have been in movies.
Yeah, we're seeing more growth in that,
and you're seeing more growth. And you're seeing a more
multicultural
America.
It's not enough.
Correlating with the demographic.
Yeah, but I'm saying Hollywood is not going as quickly as the world is moving, man.
Dude, we're not talking about the world. We're talking about America.
I'm talking about America too.
The West. American demographics are changing, and the movie industry has changed with them.
Yeah, but not at the same rate. It's just lagging behind.
Of course, it's lagging behind because they're trying. Like they're not going to overshoot it. They're trying to.
I know. I'm not asking it to be fucking like people from all over
Chris, that's exactly what you're asking.
You want all
Japanese cast. It's like Southside Chicago in the ghetto, and you want it to be all Japanese people. That's exactly what.
Check your privilege, sir.
Chris, this is exactly what you're arguing.
No, I'm not arguing that. I'm just saying you understand,
just admit,
man.
All right,
You don't understand, obviously.
You wouldn't have seen Get Out if it was just another fucking...
Yes, I would have!
A bunch of just a white person movie.
I would have. I see a lot of white movies. I watch It Follows. It's all white people.
You fell asleep during It Follows.
I watched it again.
Exactly.
I watched it again afterwards.
If it's not, like, if it doesn't appeal to you, you just fall asleep. All right? And there's other people that... Yeah. And if a movie doesn't appeal to people, they don't care. Right, so this is just why it's just like this.
I'm saying why does it have to be a white person to appeal to people? You can have an Asian actor.
Dude, it's just like
speaking English who can appeal to a lot of people. You can be the most charismatic Asian man in fucking North America.
There's just honestly, it's just human nature. Like there's just an innate.
Did you watch Rush Hour? Did you enjoy Rush Hour?
I did watch Rush Hour.
Did you enjoy Rush Hour? Why? Because Chris Tucker's black? White, sorry? Because Jack Chan's white?
I enjoyed it because it's a very good movie.
Yeah, exactly! And it doesn't have to be a white lead character to be a good movie!
I could totally... I didn't say it had to be a white lead. A, I didn't say it had to be a white lead to be a good movie. And B, I could easily turn a Rush Hour thing around you, and be like, typical, gangster police officers portrayed by a black man. And of course, the Asian character is very good at martial arts.
Rush Hour is a perfect movie.
Yeah, you're bringing
But I am saying that it is a movie that's pretty representative of different races.
Dude, Jackie, like you said it yourself, Jackie Chan is such a huge fucking name, and this goes.
But I'm saying
it's more how I'm right about fucking Ghost in the Shell. Right? What big name Asian actress can rival Scarlett Johansson? No one.
You're right. Okay.
Right? Jackie Chan can rival other people in terms of celebrity status.
Okay. Yeah. I get from the perspective of financially for a big blockbuster movie like Ghost in the Shell. Why do you want to use a big name like Scarlett Johansson, who's been like Salt and other kind of similar movies?
That wasn't in Salt. That was Angelina
Salt?
Jolie.
What movie was she in? It was like a similar movie to the Salt.
I know what movie you're talking about. Fuck. Where she ends up...
Aeon Flux?
No. She gets some fucking drug in her and she starts knowing everything.
Oh.
I can't remember the name. But I know, Scarlett Johansson was in that movie.
You remember the show Cyber 6 on Teletoon?
Yeah, I remember that.
It was fucking creepy.
Anyways, look, okay, I'm glad you're realizing the error of your ways on this.
I'm not realizing the error of my ways.
I'm right.
I feel
you admitted I'm right about Ghost in the Shell. I'm right about Iron Fist. Now you're just going to have to admit you're right about Death Note.
Okay, Iron Fist has been played by fucking... who should have played Iron Fist? I don't know.
Fuck, Chris. You don't fucking know.
Someone else.
That makes no fucking sense.
Iron Fist sucks anyway. Iron Fist sucks regardless.
Let it fucking happen.
Daniel Rand's an asshole.
Dude, honestly, I think you could say it's bad casting as a white... Because they didn't pick the right white guy. Alright, but it's like if you're trying... You can't make the argument for source material and say...
Fine. With Iron Fist, I'm being a little much...
Dumb.
Yeah, okay, not dumb. But yeah, I'm saying, fine. Iron Fist, he's originally white. He's white in the show. Fine. I would prefer an Asian American. Whatever.
Why? No, you wouldn't prefer an Asian
American. I would prefer that. I said it many times.
You didn't watch Daredevil. You didn't fucking watch
I didn't watch Daredevil.
No, you didn't watch season 2. Okay. And you didn't watch fucking Jessica Jones.
I did.
Not all the way through.
Yeah, I did.
How long did that take you? And how long did you fucking watch Luke Cage? 1 week.
1 week.
Exactly. Yeah, dude, you fucking in a blink of an eye. In a blink of an eye.
Dude, you're saying why I watch Luke Cage?
Luke Cage. I was like, all right, one more day till Luke Cage comes on. You already watched the whole fucking series.
No, I haven't. Oh my god, that's racist.
And you know why you did it? Because you had a character that you could relate to more.
How can I relate to Luke Cage? He is taller than me, more jacked than me, gets way more ladies than I do in 1 week.
Chris, and here's a perfect little footnote to that Luke Cage thing. That Method Man song about Luke Cage.
I love that song.
Yeah, I know you do. I love it too. I have it burned on a CD that I have in my car. Mm-hmm. And the first time I played that song where you were in the car, that lyric when he's like, now we have a hero for hire and he's a black man. As soon as you said that, you're like, and he's a black man. That's what you fucking did in my car. So I am telling you right now, Chris, that what I'm telling you is accurate. Where people tend to gravitate towards people that are like them, they can relate to. So when you have a country that is overwhelmingly white, you're going to... Yes, it is overwhelmingly white. You're going to have a white cast in most movies that are successful. So... There we go. I think that puts the perfect end in that discussion. I think we can move on. I hope it's good. I really do. And we can
Okay, I'm going to say my closing points.
Chris, you said your closing points.
No, I think what you're saying is you're making a very privileged argument.
Shut up! You don't even believe in this! You don't even believe in this shit, Chris! You're just saying this because you fucking read things about it. Like, oh my god. I can't accept any argument from you unless I believe it's actually coming from you.
That is coming from me. That is coming from me. That is how I feel.
Make a very privileged argument. Chris, if I fucking moved to Africa and if I was in fucking Ghana and they put out a movie, I'm not gonna be, why couldn't they get a white man to play a fucking character? They're gonna portray it.
Spencer.
Dude, that's why when you fucking talk about fucking Santa Claus, alright, every household tells their kid it's the fucking race that the kid is. Right? That's why your parents said, like, Santa's black.
Mythical being. My parents weren't Santa Claus is black. Shut the fuck up.
Chris,
they tell me Jesus was black either.
That is a very cliche trope that they would say. Like, they didn't say
that. Also, okay, back to your Luke Cage point. I had not watched Luke Cage in a week. Actually, it took a while. But Luke Cage. I like the acting. I like the action. Jessica Jones.
Action was nothing compared to Daredevil.
Okay, yeah, Daredevil is better. But I just like the punch of the series. Like, I just has a
a certain dare I say flaw.
Shut up. That's what I really liked. But Jessica Jones too. I love Jessica Jones. I thought it was really good.
Jessica Jones was boring as fuck.
I liked it. I thought it was really good.
It was boring and
I like her friend. Her friend was really interesting. I think she should have her own spin-off show.
She's not attractive.
Doesn't matter. I think she's a good actress.
I'm just trying to piss you off. Chris, look. At the end of the day...
At the end of the day, yes. Okay, fine. Yeah, alright. America is mostly white right now. But I'm saying... Okay, and then and
it better stay that way!
Okay, but I'm saying, in the case of... Okay, if you look at the two movies separately in a bubble, Ghost in the Shell, they're pouring a lot of money into this movie. I can understand why they would use a big-name actress like Scarlett Johansson playing the lead role of... I never remember what was in the show.
Alright, so check.
That's fair.
Iron Fist.
Shut up. Okay,
I'm right about Iron Fist?
I'm not done making...
Shut
up. I'm not done making my points. But I'm saying that does not make it, right? I just understand the financial perspective of it. But for, the furthering of the culture and, trying to be more representative of all races and all cultures in Hollywood, it should have more Asian lead roles.
You know, I'm gonna say right now, Chris.
Iron Fist. Okay, Iron Fist. Shut up. Iron Fist. Danny Rand. All right, he is originally white in all the comics. Fine. Iron Fist can be white. Fine, but Doctor Strange, Ancient One should have been Asian.
Why should he
fuck Tilda Swinton, man? It should have been Asian.
Dude, it's the same thing as Ghost in the Shell. That fucking big ass
Oh my god. Who was Tilda Swinton? I have no idea who that is. They could have gotten fucking...
Wait, who?
Who played Ancient One in Doctor Strange?
Ancient One?
The woman.
Oh, that woman? Okay, but then they had the fucking black guy playing Dormammu, and Dormammu's fucking white.
He's not black.
No, yeah, he's not black, but they have him in the movie as a black guy.
Was Dormammu the big ghost in the sky?
No, that's,
that was Dormammu!
Sorry, that was Dormammu. I'm talking about Mordo, Baron Mordo.
Isn't he black?
No, in the movie he is not in the fucking show.
That's fine.
Or the show of the comics, sorry. So, yeah, that's fine. Oh, yeah, of course that's fine. Oh, they can make as many characters black. It doesn't matter if it's
because there are enough white characters in the world. They can make a couple something different, okay?
Chris, look,
that's why Reggie Michael's Asian. That's why Doyley's Asian.
Slow your roll. This is a lot of black privilege.
That's why Melody is black. That's why Josie is black in Riverdale.
Stop talking about Riverdale. That's a fucking trash bag of a show.
Oh my god, Jesus.
Sorry,
it's gonna damage a painting.
Alright, let's just move on and fucking close it off.
Okay, alright. What else do we want to talk about?
That's it. We're good. Yes, that's it. That covered everything.
I felt really short.
No, it went on pretty long, I think.
Has it been? How long has it been?
We've just been yelling for the past 20 minutes.
How long has it been? Let us know.
I don't know. I'll be able to... Oh. Alright, let's just close it off, alright?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Alright, so... Till next time...
Wait, no. Things to plug. So, before we sign off, I want to plug our good buddy Eve's Hider's business, of course, True Wood. Tons of great shit on there. It's getting warmer now. You can see more of your sleeves, more of your ankles. Maybe get a nice pair of shades for the nice sunny ass fucking days we're having now. Man, today was so nice.
No, it was cold as fuck today.
But the sky was nice. No, Tuesday was nice and sunny, man. Tuesday was sunny as shit.
Okay.
High of 12. Okay, so that was good. So, if you want to buy some cool ass shades, go on Truewood, buy some Truewood shades, get a nice wash too while you're at it, and use our promo code No Girlfriend for 15% off. People, that's 15% off. MyTruewood.com. Everything purchase you make goes to plant 10 trees somewhere in the world. It's cool. I done it. Spencer's done it. You should do it too. Spencer, anything you want to plug for yourself?
No, I think I'm pretty good.
Let's
talk about the, follow us on YouTube, subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on Twitter, check out our Facebook page, check out our iTunes. I think that's covers everything.
Do you say Instagram?
We don't have an Instagram. We bring this up every week, Chris. We don't have an Instagram.
Okay. Check out my Instagram, Hot11Emotion93.
All right.
On Instagram, Spencer, what's your Instagram?
Spencer the PM. Spencer.the.pm.
And yeah, if you agree with us, if you're either of us on the race issue, let us know. We want to keep the conversation flowing. So yeah, as always, people, stay single, stay hungry. Peace out.